We got ourselves Team Blue with Jelly Babies. Why is the name Jelly Babies? I don't understand why I like your name, but I like it. We also got a Juramis in here. Apocrypha playing as a Frost DK. We got ourselves a Monkey Boo playing, I want to say Assassination. Maybe that's sub? Are we that sub? Are you that sub? Are you that sub boy? And we got Sentinel in here as well versus Team Red with Canny playing on the Arcane Mage Judo Master as Windwalker Monk. Random one more of that Arcane Raven. Oh, I like your tabard. That's the Sentinels, I think. Alright, Sentinels from Legion Wardens. And then Timmy. Good old Timmy. Dude, it makes you think of South Park Timmy. Like, Timmy! You also got the Tabard of Flame. Except it's Tabard of Green. Whatever the green one is. Also, what is your Mog? I don't think that was a color, like a raid color. Was it? It's like a raid color from like islands or something, maybe? It's gonna be a Juramis off first versus Candy playing that Arcane. The mobility classes, the mobility specs in the game versus one another. In-cap opener by Jur. And it's gonna get touch of death early, trying to maximize it. Candy trying to minimize it. And Juramis just cannot catch up to Candy on it whatsoever. Gonna take a little bit of that touch of death damage. Doesn't even burn through shield. He doesn't even visit either. Candy's shield, his Arcane shield, absorbed all of that touch of death damage. Like his health didn't even take a brunt. And Juramis is a little behind right now. That was quite a bit of cooldowns rolling there. Does try to get a ring of whoopity bop rolling into Candy. Not gonna happen. Candy also needs to make sure he always has a blink available to blink and interrupt the Juramis in case he's trying to go for a big heal. The Juramis is still trying to see if he can get around them. He's trying to catch himself a bit of a reset, but still get interrupted. As Candy is actually getting quite a bit of reset damage on him, he's going to blink back into a Juramis, trinket out of the in-cap, punishing him with those Arcane missiles, knocking up a Juramis. Karma to fall, could literally ice block and punish Azure. I don't think he wants to. Oh, what a good Nova! Caught him on a dragon kick! Might be able to get a couple of Arcane blasts into a Juramis, try to see if he can make those Arcane missiles work. A Juramis does not look like he wants to kick this. Candy's trying to see if he can use whatever Instant Cast has got, and down goes a Juramis. Oh my goodness. He didn't even stand a chance. Monkey Boom approaching Candy slowly. Garrote signifying he is an assassination rogue. Trying to make the assassination dream happen. Let the poison scores through Candy. Double Crucible to follow. No Vendetta, no nothing. I think Toxic Blade, and still Candy's just getting so punished by that assassination rogue damage. Nothing you can do with those stone openers, dude. Double Crucible to follow off of that. Yikes. It just does so much. And Candy is just taking so much damage out of this man. Arcane missiles coming out, Monkey Boom. He's gotta go for a bit of a feint. Trying to maintain this. He's gonna sprint after Candy. Very opportunity for Candy to start getting some slows and tries to go for a short invis for a second. Might have to go for real invis in case Monkey Boom goes for a full stun. 60% damage reduction might be huge for him. Candy getting hit with the Garrote, getting a shot right after. Might have to, no trinket available. Ice block. I was thinking maybe human racial, but he doesn't have it. Monkey Boo landing a blind onto Candy as soon as he gets out of Ice Block. I don't think Candy can do anything out of this. If only, as long as Monkey Boo can land those saps, he might be fine. But he's not able to land a perfect sap. Actually, he wasn't able to even get behind the pillar fast enough. Took a little bit of the Arcane missile damage, rooted out in the opener by Candy. And Candy might have himself a setup right now. Arcane Missile shredding into Monkey Boo right now. Does land a kidney shot. That's going to be Human Rachel getting him out of there. Monkey Boo popping Cloak. Might have a Shadow Step available too to maintain on top of Candy. Candy popping Invis for a second, giving him a 60% damage reduction for a moment. Knock up into Monkey Boo for a sec. Into Arcane Missiles. Probably has himself Shadow Step if needed. Trying to do as much damage of Arcane to take Monkey Boo down. Mark for the threat and Candy actually taking him out. Does get himself a shield for a quick second. The Frost DK gripping him in into a polymer by Candy, trying to repoly in case there's going to be a trinket out of the DK. Candy surviving there for just a hair. 3 minutes into this duel, no dampening quite yet, so Candy has opportunity to catch up. Quite a bit of healing, mounting up to get away from the Death Knight. He's mounting right after him. On his Rat Stallion, punching it in onto Candy. He's always going to be able to be faster than the guy. Death Knights and Paladins always have a faster movement speed than any other character, just on mount. Compared to his normal walking speed, not mounting. I feel like Apocrypha, you might as well mount back up, my guy. DK pretty wheelchair when it comes to just the mobility. That's gonna be a root by Kenny. Should be able to kite around the Apocrypha quite a bit. Being a Death Knight though, AMS, grip, range kick, actually should give it quite a bit of utility in order to deal with this. And if you have a range stun onto Kenny, yeah, you should be able to quite CC this mage for a bit. Kenny recovering quite a bit of health, however. Stun onto Kenny from a distance, but Apocrypha cannot min-max the damage. Does have himself Chillbane, which is a snowball that bounces between people by Frost DK. However, the snowball doesn't do a lot of damage to one person. Maybe if you're going against a hunter class, a hunter spec, where the snowball can bounce between 2 targets, that could do quite a bit of damage. But against one person, that one hit is just not worth the damage ever. So maybe Crucible for Apocrypha might be a better option, because that could do quite a bit of damage, maybe even blood of the enemy. Does get a grip into Candy as he's getting knocked up. Candy almost got interrupted, but not quite. Juking out Apocrypha. Should be able to slow him down a little bit. Death's Advance coming out for Apocrypha to give him a little bit of that mobility. He's just getting punished by those Arcane missiles. Stun into Candy, chick inside of it. More Arcane missiles coming out. No kick available for Apocrypha for a second, but finally gets into melee range with Candy. Trying to recover a little bit of health. Does get a short stun onto Candy with a Remorseless Winter. Unless he has his own cooldowns rolling, he just cannot catch up to Kenny. Grip coming out to close the gap. That's going to be a bit of a heal. So transfusion coming out for the Death Knight. But Kenny is doing just fine. Right now his health is doing okay. So far Apocrypha hasn't really made him feel uncomfortable. Big Snowball does smack him, but still this Arcane Shield is doing work. That's going to be an interrupt missed by Apocrypha, getting rooted out in the open. With Arcane missiles flying at him, try to see if he can catch a bit of line of sight. Can he make it sure to maintain those lows into Apocrypha as much as he can? And this DK is just not doing that good. 5 minutes in though, boys. We are going to start seeing dampening log in. And Apocrypha goes down to those Arcane missiles. Jelly babies. As a Feral Druid is going to be up next. Trying to see if he can get an open onto Candy while he's trying to recover some mana with Evocation. This class, however, Feral, is going to be a whole nother story compared to the Death Knight. Power shifting out of slows. Always maintaining mobility and bleed up time onto Candy. Going to be quite tough. Jelly babies though not power shifting out of this at all. He's going to get an interrupt onto Kenny, locking him out of Arcane. Follows up with a stun, however, so that lockout didn't get enough value for it. That's going to be a Nova onto Jelly babies for a second. He power shifts out of it, taking quite a bit of damage of Arcane from Kenny, however. That's going to be a knock-up as he gets up close. Shifting out of cat form every time just to get himself a bit of serpent or a bit of a heal. Kenny having to burn Crucibles defensively, just trying to kite the Druid around. That's actually Druid's cooldowns too. He's playing Incarn? It must be Incarnation, right? It's so hard to tell what kind of defensive you have sometimes, or offensive. Skull Bash coming out onto Kenny, but Jelly Baby's not looking that good. Does have still 2 walls. Is he just feeling super... I was going to say, is he feeling super confident, or is he just underestimating Kenny there? That's 2 walls that you didn't use, Jelly Babies. I don't know what happened, but that one goes to Kenny. What? Is everybody trying to heal him? I think the allies were trying to heal him up. I don't know if Sentinel was letting him get a full heal. Is he letting it happen? Sentinel, yeah, as long as you're cool with it, for him to get a full honor duel, we're cool with it. But if you don't want it, you gotta let us know. You just gotta start attacking Kenny. And just tell you, I was like, no, that's not what I want. I just wanted to bow him, but I wanted to keep him at full health, not at full health. But that's gonna be an honor duel for Kenny. Whether Sentinel wanted it or not, their Team Red, I guess, decided that's gonna happen. Polymorph coming out of Kenny, getting interrupted with the rebuke, and Sentinel does close the gap fast enough with the Hand of Freedom and Pony Up. Gonna be Bubble coming out for Sentinel, trying to min-max the damage of the swings, even having to bubble. Kenny seeing the bubble, gets excited and presses Ice Block as well. He might have needed the Ice Block for later, but we'll see how that goes. Does catch himself a quick invis, finally able to land a poly onto Sentinel, who instantly trick inside of it. Kenny trying to see if he can land a polymorph. Does get himself a small shield. Sentinel with the Shield of Vengeance, having all his buffs stripped away. Kenny still having to use Crucible to get himself a self-heal. Playing against a Paladin, however, as long as there's no Hand of Freedom, you should be able to kite him around quite a bit. Oh, even his Hand of Freedom is not the talented one. He can be stolen. Oh my god, Kenny, this is your game. You can steal that Hand of Freedom. So Sentinel should never be able to touch you in the first place. But never play around the pillar. Keep him out in the open, I'd say. Keep the Paladin out in the open. Hammer Justice coming out. The trick inside of it immediately with the roots right now onto Sentinel. Punishing him with some Arcane missiles. Getting him to down 60%, almost 50. Does interrupt him when he heal for just a quick second. Maybe Kenny can get himself some more damage in. Got himself some big cooldowns rolling too. Trying to blink around Sentinel, do what he can. Arcane power not gonna last for too much longer. Trying to min-max it as much as possible. 8 minutes and 20% happening. Sentinel better be aware of the blink interrupts by the Mage. Does go for a bit of invis. Sentinel dodging him. Going in the right direction. Kenny does get to interrupt him with holy damage for just a little bit. Sentinel does not get a hodge for quite a moment. He's super low. Only Blessing of Protection is all he's got. Kenny, I think, might actually have this duel. Wings are up and running for Sentinel. Does he get himself any kind of heals? He's trying to flash heal himself through all this damage that Kenny got going on into a knockup by Kenny. Does he have an interrupt this time? Sentinel trying to see if he can get a hodge onto Kenny. Does land it. He has himself another set of wings. I think those are real wings this time. Is he going to be able to survive it? Kenny blinking away. Get himself a small shield. Short damage with Sentinel, and down he goes. 9 minutes in, 20 seconds out. And Kenny goes for a big old 1v4. That was a well-deserved 1v5, boys. I said 1v4, but I guess in the back of my mind, it didn't really count that him versus the Feral as a 1v4. Because the Feral doesn't even press wall. I still don't understand that. Kenny, I don't want to take it away. That was a great duel. Very well played by this Arcane Mage Master, right? Super well done. But what was that druid doing? I'm just so perplexed. I'm so confused. I'm so confused, boys. Arthur taking over Victor's group here. 2 new people. Gotcha, buddy. Gotcha.